Hey everyone, welcome to Aniki, the podcast about anime with two brothers. I'm Ben.
I'm a joke.
What kind of joke are you in?
I don't know. I was trying to think up a witty name for myself this week, and I couldn't think of one off the top of my head because you came at me too fast.
I do that sometimes.
So that's what I did.
Like a flurry of punches or something.
Like the machine gun blows, perhaps?
Possibly.
You know, I knew a girl in high school. No, I'm not even going to.
No, don't. No, that's terrible. So, we're back from Christmas. Did you get anything cool for the Christmas?
I got like all of the One Punch Man manga that's out.
Did you?
Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but yeah, I have all of it that's out.
Does it actually go beyond the end of the show?
I think it now goes one volume beyond the end of the show here in the States.
Oh, just here in the States?
Yeah, just here in the States. In Japan, it goes on a good deal longer after the show.
Yeah, because I know they're doing a second season, so I figured they have more.
Yeah, they do. But the stuff that's stateside, I think, is now just 1 or 2 volumes past the show.
I got from somebody a little Saitama.
Yeah. How's he doing?
He's sitting over there on the shelf. I can look at him right here.
Have you made him fight Cirno?
I have not taken him out of the box yet.
What?
Cirno was sort of thrown into my lap. My wife got me a Cirno from Japan, which came late. And then when it came, she threw it in my lap and said, "Here."
There you go. Have one Cirno.
One Cirno, which is actually a Nendoroid, which is surprising.
Oh, a Nendoroid.
Yeah,
Nendoroids are nice. They're fancy. They're classy. That's what that Saitama is, isn't it? He's a Nendoroid. Pretty sure he is.
He is a Nendoroid.
Yeah, see? He's fancy.
I have the good stuff.
Those are fancy. Those are the fancy ones.
These are the real deals.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. Pretty legit.
And yes, I will take a picture of them fighting at some point.
Good. You should. Now, does he have his outfit or does he have an Oppai body or both?
He has...
I think he has a little Oppai hoodie body, but I'm not 100% positive.
I'm looking... No, he just has the one outfit.
Well.
He does have a shopping bag full of onions.
Oh, good. Oh, that's nice.
And he has a serious face.
Oh. He doesn't have any konbu?
No konbu that I can see. The Cirno has a little frozen frog that she has.
Is she known for freezing frogs?
She is known for freezing frogs because she's an ice fairy.
Okay.
She's mischievous.
All right. Works for me. I just know she's number 9, number 9, number 9. That's about all I know.
I don't see. Did you get anything else neat?
Did I get anything else neat? Like anime related?
Like nerd stuff.
Well, I got anime. Hold on a second. I need to scooch across the room. I got Annie the new Kamen Rider belt.
Oh, belt?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what Kamen Riders used to henshin.
Very nice.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that music?
Yes.
Hold on. It's going to get cooler. I'm going to put it into the belt in henshin. Are you ready?
Do it.
See, that's what I should have said. When you asked, I should have just said, I'm a Kamen Rider. Oh, hold on. It's not done yet.
My.
Yeah, this toy is awesome.
That's quite involved.
It's for little babies. It can't fit any actual human being, but it's pretty sweet. Oh, yeah. Hold on. It's still not done. And then when I take it out... Now, I have no idea how it knows when I'm doing all those actions, but it does. Also, I can get more of these little gadget cards to change and make it do even more stuff. I have no idea how it works. It's some sort of weird Japanese magic, but...
I believe that is correct.
It's really sweet. Yeah, so I got Annie that. She was very excited.
Delightful.
I mean, how can you not be? I mean, it's Kamen Rider EX, X-Aid, which we've not watched much of since the holiday.
I got Mononoke, the DVD set.
As in like Mononoke?
Correct.
Like Legitsies?
Not Princess Mononoke.
Not Blu-ray?
And then I ended up with 2 copies of Aku no Hana Blu-ray.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. Do you have a copy of Aku no Hana Blu-ray?
You got me one yourself last year.
I did? Okay.
You did.
Well.
So, yes.
All right.
Good job remembering. I also got Final Fantasy 15.
Cool.
So on my Amazon wish list, I, of course, put Last Guardian, Final Fantasy 15, and a PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, if somebody wants to go crazy, they can get me a PS4. And for Christmas, I ended up getting Last Guardian and Final Fantasy 15. but no PlayStation to play them on. I thought putting that on the wish list would let people know that I do not have a PlayStation, so don't get me those unless you plan on doing the third thing. It wasn't a big deal though, so we just we turned in the old PlayStation and some trading games, and we got a PlayStation for like $70.
Hooray!
So it's pretty good. So I've been playing Final Fantasy 15, and it's really fun. The combat system is a lot better than I would have thought. Yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't necessarily say like the plot's great. It's a big open world game, so it suffers from open world tonal dissonance. Like, oh, my father just died. My kingdom that I'm the prince of just got destroyed and betrayed. Time to go get a tomato from the farm and bring it to this chef. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, kind of broke the mood there, knocked, but you
that
do
happens
you.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a PS4 on my wish list too, because I need one sometime this year. Since the remake of Final Fantasy VII is coming out.
I have zero hopes for that, but...
Well, see, I
mean, I don't know. The combat system for Final Fantasy 15 is actually pretty good. It's not like the terribleness that was Final Fantasy 12, so...
No, and they're apparently stealing that battle system.
Or 11 or whatever
7.
it was. Oh, see,
remake.
It's actually pretty good. The only problem is magic in it is not great, but... And since materia is kind of important, not just as a mechanic, but as a plot to the whole freaking game, I wonder how they'll do that.
Yeah, I did promise, though, that there was no way I was going to get a PS4 unless they remade Final Fantasy VII, and then they did.
Yeah,
so
well,
now I have to get
I mean, also Persona's coming out, a new Persona's coming out for it this year, so...
There's a Toho game out for PlayStation.
Oh, well, there. Trying to think if I got anything else outrageously nerdy for the Christmas, but I do not believe so. I think that's all of the
I did get one thing that we could talk about maybe next time.
Yeah.
Pokemans.
Pokemon. Oh, have you poked some mans?
We poked some mans, yes.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. We can discuss that.
I got the wife and I, Sun and Moon. She chose Moon.
It's got the bat.
Yep.
Did you see my tweet about the plot, or have you not gotten far enough for that to make any sense?
You'll have to remind me. I've seen a lot of tweets lately.
All right. Well, I'll remind you, quote unquote, next week.
Okay.
I guess that's all I know, unless there's something you know.
Not really. Let's punch ones.
All right, let's punch a 1.
Gotta start my episode.
Oh, God. That's it. I was ready. Look at this. Ready? I got Genos standing here. He's ready to punch a fish man, and what are you doing? He's about ready to beat up a friendly merman, and here you are. My episode's not ready yet.
Friendly merman?
What have you been doing this whole time? Friendly to other mermen.
Well, I wouldn't even go that far.
I mean, do we know?
I don't. Well, I guess everyone else was dead by the time he showed up.
You don't know his Kokoro wish, man. Don't you project on him.
So we open this week's episode of One Punch Man with Sea King still looming over all the folk that he has held hostage in the shelter.
Not so much held hostage, so much as stopped them from escaping. But yeah, no, I suppose so.
No, he's going to kill them all. When who shows up?
That's true.
But our favorite cyborg, Genos.
I like him a lot. He's very good in this episode.
He does not mess about.
Oh, no, yeah, no, he punches this guy great. He practically one-punches this guy.
He shows up and immediately blows him away.
Yeah, we get collateral damage from Genos on this, which is something that, you see when he fights Saitama, but not usually when he... Dude, hold on a second. Hold on. 2 clicks.
2 clicks.
There's a guy here in the background of this crowd shot that I had not noticed before, and he is now my favorite.
Oh?
I need to take this and use this as my new Twitter icon. Holy crap, this guy's great.
Which guy? Is it the guy with the mouth?
I would imagine it's the guy with the mouth.
I'm talking about this guy with the mouth going, ooh.
I would imagine so. The one right after it says justice in Unyielding Justice.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. That guy's now my favorite. Look at him.
What's he doing?
Living his life.
His
he knows what he's about.
Shock and awe seem to have a different effect on him than everybody else.
Yeah, well, some animator have fun there. All right. Well, we'll not worry about him. Goodbye, guy with a weird face.
Genos shows up and immediately launches this ridiculous attack on Deep Sea King.
He one punches him right in the cleft of his swell chin.
Many times and with great effect.
Yeah, it blows a hole out of the side of the shelter.
And all the way through the city. I do like how he shows up and doesn't give any kind of speech, doesn't do any kind of
mucking
about. He's just immediately down to business.
He's doing his best Saitama impersonation.
Also, the art styling in this fight.
Oh, it's very good. There's lots of pencil sketchy,
It is
and
the
it's
best.
very good.
I wish more of the show.
Very great. Very great.
Yeah.
I also like how Genos is just like, oh, well, now that that's done, was that the last of them? Good. Man, I hope so. Cool.
But accidentally, he lets his guard down. And Deep Sea King gets the drop on him.
He's real bad about laying his guard down. He just knows he looks cool posing. He like heard about, how cool guys don't look at explosions, so he doesn't. Unfortunately, in this show, the explosions tend to punch back. So.
And it does. Although he did get him good, because he sort of ripped a hole in his cheek.
He
so
did.
See
he
Deep
did.
Sea King's
Unfortunately, Sea King rolls a disarm check and succeeds wildly.
He is disarmed.
He rips an arm off a robot.
Sad. Well, before we see what happens to Genos.
Yeah, he did punch Sea King's face back into his more pretty boy face. He's no longer a deep sea fangly fish.
I guess he dried him out with all that fire.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, I hadn't considered that, but that's fair.
And he's inside, out of the rain. Combination of both. Anyway, we cut from that, away from Genos' fate, to headquarters. Hero headquarters, where they are discussing what in the world are we going to do? We've run out of heroes. Except for one.
Well, only one left on the scene.
That would be
Saitama from City
Saitama.
Z.
Yeah.
Now, can you read the little kanji on his little histogram over there? His little, what is that, 6-point?
Let me jump back to it.
His 6-point chart. I can screen grab this. If
25 years old.
Yeah, I don't care about
City.
that. I care about this, like the Pokemon 6 stat chart that he's got going on here. I assume the top one is strength, but I wonder what the other stats on this are.
Let me blow it up.
I could probably go get my manga for this scene and see what his stats are. That would be very exciting. Why don't you keep discussing things? I don't know what you have to discuss, but why don't you
well, I was reading the
something
things.
while I look this up.
I think the top is probably strength.
Well, I would imagine that's the case.
The one
yes.
at 10 o'clock is like probably special abilities. The one at 2 o'clock is like defense. The one at 4 o'clock is like peaceful something. The one at 8 o'clock is speed.
Okay. I found it in the manga, and it doesn't have that histogram. It just sort of has his face there looking like an idiot.
Now we'll never know.
Yeah, shoot. Well, what do you do?
Well, anyway, so they're talking about, there's only one hero left that could probably do anything because he's the only guy within range.
Yeah.
And they do say one weird thing. They're like, this is the guy that helped the other S-Class heroes defeat that meteor.
Helped in massive air quotes.
And people are saying he came out of nowhere, that he's a fraud, blah, blah, blah. And one guy turns to the other and is like, hey, this might be our only chance to see how strong he really is.
Well, that's because it'd be like a one-on-one fight, right? Because if Genos is down too, then, he's either going to step up or get himself murderated.
He has had a bunch of chances to see how strong Saitama really is, I think.
Well,
since they keep tabs on everybody.
Well, yeah, but not as well as you would like, right?
I guess.
The whole reason we're in this sort of predicament is because he's always, he always gets to bum around Saitama, or when he took out the meteorite, he was with everybody else, so.
I guess. There is one hero that they neglected to take account of.
Moomin Rider, the best hero.
The strongest of all.
Well, the purest of all heroic hearts.
He is on his way on his bicycle. Still in standing up pedal mode.
You gotta go all out for these fights, man. When you got an Oni level threat, you gotta pull out all the stops. And trust me, he will by the end of this episode.
Oh yes.
He'll pull out some secret maneuvers. Justice Crash, maybe one of my favorite attacks of all times. It's a good attack. It's stellar.
So then we get our title card, Unyielding Justice.
Oh, well, the op is pretty late in this one.
So we come back from our op, and Genos is not dead yet. He is disarmed, but he's not dead yet.
Only slightly. He is half disarmed. He's lost one of his weapons, but not both.
And he cries out to everybody in the shelter to run away as fast as possible because he's pretty sure he may not win. But he's going to give it his all, at least create a distraction while they all get away.
Solid plan.
And with that,
super runaway usually works.
He karate kicks Sea King in the face.
Man, his attacks are really brutal. It's really well animated too. The fight in this is very good.
Yeah, if you get a chance, you really need to watch this scene because Genos does, like I said, he doesn't muck about.
He does not. He is, that fight he had with Saitama, it's very similar to that. Only he actually gets to connect with everything.
He's actually like winning a fight, sort of.
Yeah.
At least it seems like he is. I do like, he kicks Seeking up through the ceiling of the shelter. And then,
it's really good.
And then like teleports behind him and uses basically Tenzin's solar flare, although he calls it lightning eye.
Oh, yeah.
To blind Seeking momentarily so he can get the drop on him. And by drop on him, I mean kick to the head, down at the ground. Followed by a bunch of machine gun blows.
That's a good attack. I'm not exactly sure how one can machine gun blows with just the one arm, but I guess he does. Does he just like go up and down real fast?
Well, I mean, when you have a machine gun, you just have the one gun.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Sure. So why not?
Yeah, but you need tickets to the gun show, and you have both guns, not just one. You don't take one gun to a gun show.
I guess.
That's kind of the point.
So he drives Seeking back down into the shelter, into the ground, and continues the fight. It's sort of a stalemate.
Well, Seeking does get to use his sweet combo line again about how combination attacks, how other people like combo attacks, and
yeah,
he likes to show off his combo attack, which is usually a little more efficient.
Genos is actually using his combo to try to kill him, though. It's not like Putty Putty Prisoner from before.
I mean, it's true. It's true. He's not just doing it to show off like good old Putty Putty Prisoner.
No, he wants to actually exact some damage on this dude.
He wants to do a murderation. Yeah, no. As one does, especially against whatever the heck Seeking is.
But as they are gridlocked, from across the floor comes the voice of one small child.
Kids in this show get people in more trouble.
They really do. What if it's drawing...
Yeah, drawing nipples on crabs or just mouthing off or having butt chins. I mean, they're just the worst.
Oh, this one, she's just carrying a bunny and saying Gambate
she's
Oni-chan.
Yeah, she's gambateing. Unfortunately, this has the nasty side effect of Seeking hawking an acidic loogie in her direction.
Which means Genos has to make a decision. Either he tries to defeat
this girl is in no way going to succeed a reflex save against this thing.
No.
That's going to fail miserably, and she will be reduced to a puddle of goo inside of about 5 seconds.
So either he can win, and she can melt, or he can melt, and he can lose.
You think this is Saitama rubbing off on him at some point?
Maybe a little bit.
Because I think old Genos would not have saved someone else.
That's possible.
Before Saitama.
I mean, we didn't really see what he was like before Saitama, other than he was just no nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. I think he would have been more no nonsense. Be like, well, I'll take out the monster.
But the acid does eat through his cyborg body. Like, there's a whole lot.
Pretty graphically. Like, this is like some R-rated crap here.
Not a whole lot left.
Yeah, this is pretty intense. Like, he goes down to the spine. You get, like, cyber muscle. This poor girl is now, like, scarred for life.
She has some serious PTSD. You can tell.
She's gonna. This is bad. I mean, look at that. That is one heck of a thing. He's got, like, robo ribs.
Things aren't looking good for Genos. Even worse when Seeking comes up behind him, grabs him by the head, and throws him through the wall.
Back out into the rain. There's a really great bit of animation where he's, like, floating on one of the rocks of debris.
Yeah.
And they're sort of flying outside. It's well done. Good sort of slow-mo CGI blended shots. Very good.
And of course, Seeking follows him outside and taunts him about, you could have defeated me if you had not bothered saving that weakling monkey girl. Why would you do that? I mean, you're a cyborg.
Well, because he's a true hero.
But then we get our true hero, who comes in and swiftly defeats Seeking in one fell swoop.
In one fell Justice Crash, I think you mean. Yeah.
Or Nakama Crash.
What?
No Nakama Crash.
No, I don't even know what
you never played Nakama Crash?
No, I don't know what that is.
Nanaca Crash, what?
Oh, this game. Oh, yeah, I remember playing this all the time in, like, high school or college. Are you kidding me? This is, like, 1,000,000 years old. 1,000,000 years old.
Did you know they have an Android
Of course,
port?
now you realize what you have done, right? Is that I am going to be doing this for the rest of the podcast.
There's an Android app. You can play it on your Android phone.
Is there? Seriously?
There is. They released
That's
it like
sweet.
this year.
Oh, wow.
Things to know. But yeah, it essentially is the same effect. Bicycle is thrown at dude. Although one of them actually has an effect and the other one doesn't. In Moomin Rider's case, it's the latter.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting hit by a paper airplane. It's not much.
Yeah, Sea King is not really amused. He's like, hey, you're ruining my thing here. I'm trying to give a speech, trying to monologue. You're messing up my mojo.
Man, I'm doing really well. I'm at about 1,100 meters. 1,200.
Good job.
Doing good. It's pretty all right.
So Moomin Rider tries to defeat Sea King. It goes about as well as you expect. He's tried the bike crash. Justice Crash didn't work. So he tries
a Justice Tackle.
He tries punches first. That results in Sea King shaking his hand violently.
I do like this a lot. This was very good. Where he just grabs him by the arm and just sort of knocks him up and down 2 or 3 times
until his glove falls off.
I for a minute there, I thought he'd ripped his arm off. I was like, wow, that's a little graphic
what I like
there.
Is the fact that he doesn't just straight up kill him. It's like he feels kind of sorry for the dude.
Yeah, where he's just like, look, dude, this is not what you're about. It's not what you're about. Oop, I've almost come to a stop. I just got kicked by another girl.
Aww.
Okay, there we go. 2070.
Good job.
Not bad. Not bad for my first time in probably 15 years. My Lord. All right. We're a million years old.
Yes, we are.
You saw that thing I tweeted out that was like the XKCD comic, but for anime?
Oh, no, I did not see that.
Like if you're this old, to make people feel old, you bring this up. Yeah, but it's all anime crap. Yeah.
We're pretty old. So yeah, with Moomin Rider sort of down for the count because he just got slammed his face into the ground several times, Sea King turns back to Genos and is like, oh yes, I forgot to kill you. That's what I
forgot to murder you. Yeah, but Moomin Rider has a speech.
No one really expects much from me. They don't think a C-class hero is going to actually help them. But you know what? I know that. I know that better than anybody else.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's basically he's in like bicycle armor and a bad bicycle helmet, taking on something that just like acid melted a robot.
Yeah, and killed Pooty Prisoner pretty much, and everybody else. And Deep Sea King's like, "Are you begging for your life? Is that what's happening here?" Because that's kind of
like, no. I mean,
he's
doing what he can do.
It's not about winning or losing. It's about you and me in a fight for justice.
For real justice.
And of course, this rouses the crowd. They're all very emotional.
They all chant. Yeah, they think he can do it. They believe in him. And if there's one thing that fighting anime has taught me is once the crowd is on your side and believe in you, no matter what, you'll always... Oh, no, he gets punched in the chest and he's like super dead.
This is like the power of all moment, even with the little kindergartner going, you can do it. I believe in you.
You're the cyclist for justice.
Yeah.
And I do love these shots where I love these head-on shots of Moomin Rider where you can just see Deep Sea King in the reflection of his visor. It's really well done. And for a minute there, you think like, okay, well, obviously he's not gonna defeat him, but he might actually put up a fight. But no,
he's squished.
Nope. He's just got punched.
I love the face. I'm sorry, it's sad, but I love the face of the little boy who just saw this because he is just. That's more PTSD for more children in this city.
Because he gets punched, like Moomin Rider gears up for a punch, like he Super Saiyans out. He goes in, and even before the punch even hits Deep Sea King, he just gets completely just decimated.
But he is saved, sort of. He's caught.
He is
by
caught.
Saitama, who's like, "Oh, Genos, you're still alive. Cool."
Well, before that, he congratulates Moomin Rider on trying.
Yeah, he did well. He put up a good fight
though. He had a nice fight. He did his best.
Yeah.
Isn't deep down that what really matters? Now, I think winning matters when it comes up against something like this that's going to destroy all of humanity.
While Saitama is talking to Genos about whether or not he's still alive or not, Sea King comes up behind him and wallops him in the head.
As hard as he can.
Which has the effect of wobbling his head like a bobblehead. And that's about it.
It's pretty good. Oh, yeah, we even get like a big thing of there's so much force behind this punch to Saitama. The rain reverses for a second. There's a big like circle cloud. It's a good like 5 seconds before the rain starts coming down again. Saitama's like, hey, dude, why would you do that?
It's like, Because I'm going to kill you. But it's
And that
impressive
punch
that you
murders
stand up
people.
to my punches. He's like, well, it's not that I stood up to it, more that it was just weak.
Yeah, it's just like the worst punch in the world. Like, come on.
And the crowd is starting to turn. They're like, what? He just withstood one of those punches that took down all those other heroes.
Nah, couldn't be. Because at this point, they've moved a good deal away from the shelter. They're a good, 100 meters at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Not like right next door anymore. They're pretty good distance.
And then Sea King goes on this big long rant about how he's like king of all the things and the mother of all the whatevers. And
life
ruler
came
of
from
the
the
world.
sea, and since he's the top of the food chain and the ocean, that means he's really the pinnacle of evolution because he's from the ocean.
You know what?
Ocean's
It's
where
raining out
everything's
here, so let's just do this.
Yeah, come on, dude. It's
And
raining. Saitama's getting wet.
punch.
And one punched. A good one, too. Like, solid. Man, we should have ranked all these punches. Ah, shoot. If we'd done better, we should have ranked all these one punches.
Basically, his punch not only stops Sea King, it stops the rain.
In a vicinity.
Like the rain's gone. There's no more rain. Rain clouds are gone too. And
Just
everyone is jubilant. Except Sea King, whose eyeball sort of just falls out.
I'm not quite sure how a punch to the gut that puts a clear hole through you makes your eye pop out, but I don't know what Sea Kings are like. I do like the added touch of when once he is hit, his crown falls off too.
I do like the little crown falling off.
His crown has stayed on for this entire thing, but now that he has been Saitama'd, his little hat just tinks off. Saitama gets a wonderful smirk, and down he goes. That's it.
But you know what the most important thing is?
Saitama's disappointed because he thought that he'd actually had a live one here.
No. Sonic has gone and gotten his clothes and his sword, and he is ready for action.
Oh yeah, no, he's back. He's good. He's got his weapons. We're ready to do. Oh,
I catch.
Poor Speed of
No one
Sound
cares
Sonic.
about him.
One day.
The eye catch is really sweet. It's Moomin Rider with his punch.
It should have been his Justice Crash, if you ask me, because Justice Crash is just the best.
Yeah, I can see that. So we come back from the eye catch, and Saitama and Genos are walking back home after getting groceries. It's sometime later, and they get a Amazon drone delivery.
Is this from their like flying Zeppelin in the sky that they use to
Something like that. But they get this big tub of
deliver this
mail,
stuff these days?
fan letters. And Saitama is actually excited for this because there's one for him.
Ooh, yay. This is what he was in for. This is what he wanted.
Well, the best part is we immediately smash cut to Genos reading his own fan letters.
Because 90% of this giant tub are just his fan letters. And they're all basically like, I knew you were a hottie the moment you laid eyes on me. Let me have your babies, etc., etc. Which he did not sign up for.
I like the top line of this. It's like Genos-sama with hearts.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
No, it's the best.
Daifandes with sparkly eyes and everything.
It's the stuff that in high school anime people put in each other's shoe lockers. Like
it's weird.
It's pretty saccharine stuff.
Meanwhile, Saitama has actually gotten a letter, and it is hate mail.
Trolling. it's trolling.
It's like,
Delete
no one
your
cares
account,
about
bro.
you cheating jerk.
Delete your account, etc., etc.
Genos is ready to go smash a fool, but Saitama's
I like that.
You know what?
I like how loyal he is, where he's just like, oh, you got some hate mail? I know what to do with trolls. You don't feed them? No, you murder them. Do you want me to set him on fire? I will set him and everything he loves on fire.
Well, Saitama's like, no. Don't worry about it. It's just a guy who has way too much free time.
Yeah, he's like, dude, some people, which is the correct way to deal with like trolling crap, right? Where he's just like, dude, who has this much time on their hands to just send me a letter that's just like...
Well, we find out.
It's not even a tweet. It's not even like an email. It is a physical addressed letter that somebody had to sit down and physically write.
And fold and mail.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we find out who this guy is because we have a flashback to right after Sea King's defeat when the whole crowd is like, wow, he took him out in one punch. That's amazing. And then we get that guy.
Oh, there's always that guy. Why couldn't Sea King melt this dude?
Really? I think if he had, Genos would be like, you know what? Fine. Whatever. It's good. Just let him.
He's in like he's in like the Genchi-ken like plaid shirt and everything.
He's got a plaid shirt. He's got mop hair. He's got bags under his eyes, and he is the know everything douchebag.
He is the neatiest neat to ever neat.
He's like, oh well, it's obvious that just all the other heroes were terrible.
Just terrible, because how else could a sea-level hero kill that guy?
Yeah,
I bet he wasn't even all that strong.
he clearly wasn't, because this idiot just punched him to death. Everyone's like, no, you need to shut your mouth. He's like, what? No, I'm just saying that anybody can risk their lives. A hero has to beat monsters, and no one beat him. Just that guy.
Well,
he's not a hero.
To be fair,
He's a
Saitama
cheat.
did. I like how this is, in this scene is where you really get Saitama's true colors, right? Like, this is where you get what, like, actually sets Saitama apart from the other heroes, and how, as much as he likes to say he's in it, sort of in it for the fame,
He's not.
he's not. He's just in it because it's what he wants to do.
I think he's in it for the fame, but he wants other people to also have fame.
Oh, yeah.
He's not,
He's a
I
cool
want
bro.
all the fame.
Yeah.
He's like, no, look at all these guys. They got tore up.
They
No
did.
one could actually take on this thing except for me. But these guys gave it their all. I mean, that guy's mostly just a skeleton at the moment.
I mean, it's true, yeah. I mean, everybody else tried to beat him, where, like, Saitama doesn't even have to try, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. So Saitama, overhearing all this, is like, oh, man, it was really great that all these other guys wore this dude down so I could come up and just punch him once and he fell down. I'm going to take all the credit.
Yeah, he pickle jars it. He's like, good thing I get to keep up my scam because everybody else did all the hard work. Oh yeah. Anybody who doesn't say I beat this monster, I'm going to get punchy on them.
So he starts this rumor that basically he's a cheat.
Yep.
Just so everybody else still gets the credit that they deserve.
Yeah. He's a bro. He's a bro.
He is.
He's a bro. Moomin Rider and Saitama, bros for life.
So after all that, we learn that Saitama actually has moved up, because he got one more letter. He has moved up one rank. He is now the top
Woohoo!
of rank C, of class
Good job.
C. Yep. Which means, apparently, if you get top of class B or class C, that means you can move into B if you want, as long as you pass the psych test, which Saitama's pretty okay with, because, you know, it means he doesn't have to do weekly quota chores anymore.
Yeah, he's a huge fan of that. He hates that crap.
Yeah, he just wants to lay about.
I mean, last time he tried to do that, he accidentally got Speed of Sound Sonic to throw bombs at everybody.
Pretty much. We get some shots of the panel interviewing him, but also like the secret panel overseeing the panel interviewing him.
The Hero Association is very shady.
They're weird. I don't quite understand all of them. Like, we don't know who any of these old dudes are, but they're like, oh, according to the rumors, he cheated on the exams too, even though he broke all of the records.
Yeah, somehow, like, when everybody was there, I'm not quite sure how you break a record, how you cheat at going through the freaking ceiling when you're basically naked.
Well, maybe he had rocket shoes.
Yeah, when he's naked?
Rocket feet.
Okay, sure. I know a couple people in the show that have rocket feet, but they're very upfront about it.
Well, you know. But, yeah, there's no doubting him anymore.
It's hard to. I like how they just increase him by like 2 ranks, basically, rather than being like, okay, yeah, sure, like 5 S-class heroes got murdered by Deep Sea King and you just one-punched him. But yeah, no, you're rank B now. Good job.
Yeah, well, you know, that's how the rules work.
I guess. I mean, Genos got to start out at rank S.
Pretty much.
Granted, he aced the essay portion of that exam, so.
He did. I don't think you really need to have an essay, really, to punch Sea Kings in the gut.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, you have to write a whole dissertation about the nature of heroes. And...
Well, I mean, Moomin Rider definitely aced the essay. There's no question.
Yeah,
that
he's
the
great
essay.
at the essay. Oh, yeah. No,
Terrible
100%.
at everything else. And Saitama is the opposite. So maybe they should
we
team
saw
up.
his little chart. I'd watch that show.
So then we get an awful scene with a Mime Mask being a jerk. Because apparently when people have to move up through the ranks, since he's on the committee that gets to decide if they do or not, he has to be consulted. But he's all like, that's a bunch of Class B stuff. Who cares?
He only likes to be consulted when it matters. He cares about rank A and rank S. Because what they do is representative for the whole society. So it's just very
Right.
important to him that these people aren't lame and are like good heroes.
Yeah. But the dude who's telling him this hands him an iPad and is like, well, this guy one-shotted the Deep Sea King. Maybe you should take a look at this. And you get some still shots of Saitama one-shotting Deep Sea King. And it's pretty amazing.
Pretty impressive.
Even for a My Mask who shuts up.
He's like, oh, huh. Well, that seems...
That's unsettling. And to go along with that, we get some shots of all the heroes that also got destroyed by merfolk in the hospital. And they're reading the newspaper where some C-class hero one-shotted the dude that put them there. Especially Pooty Pooty Prisoner.
Who's out of prison again and is here to give his angel shots to... We're just not going to worry about this scene. We're just going to ignore it and move on.
Definitely not an enema. But
No.
he sees the fact that the paper is calling him a Class S failure, which is kind of sad. I feel sorry for him.
Poor Pooty Pooty Princess.
He did his best.
Pooty Pooty Princess. Well, it's okay. He gets some revenge at the end of next episode, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah. So we cut then to Saitama walking through town at night, looking for some eats, when he runs into a Moomin Rider at the ramen shop.
He got his thing. He got his thing.
He got a certificate saying that he's Class B now.
Yeah, he's a good hero.
Yeah.
He passed the interview. They decided that this man was truly worthy of doing what B-class heroes do, which I guess is like catch bank robbers as opposed to save kittens from trees.
I guess. And punch Sea Kings.
Punch Deep Sea Kings, because the other B-class heroes were so good at that.
Yeah. I mean, who would win in a fight, really? Like, one Deep Sea King versus 100,000 B-class heroes?
Yeah. Would you rather fight one B-class Deep Sea King or 100 Deep Sea King class rank B? That doesn't work very well. No, the horse duck doesn't work well with that. What do you do? All that matters is that Moomin Rider was the guy who sent Saitama his thank you letter.
Yeah.
It just said, thanks, bro. Thanks for saving people's lives.
Because he knows what was up.
Yeah, and he buys Saitama ramen. Udon, technically, but we'll not worry about that.
And then we get our ending. And then a little bonus clip afterwards of a rotten old woman in front of a crystal ball.
Ah, yes, an Oni Baba in front of a crystal ball. Yeah. Think about how the world's going to end or some such nonsense.
Just screaming something about it approaches.
Doom.
Much
et cetera,
doom.
et cetera.
So, what was
Much
your best
doom.
of this episode?
Yeah. My best, Justice Crash? Justice Crash, was that my best? Or is the best the preview that Deep Sea King gets to host, which is pretty nice. I think Justice Crash is going to win.
You like Justice Crash?
I'm
Nice.
a big fan of Justice Crash.
My best was this particular arc's ability to like actually elicit emotional responses.
Yeah.
Like the other arcs, they're pretty fun, but this one got some kokoros going.
Oh, did it make your Kokoro Doki Doki?
Yeah. Well, with Moomin Rider's speech and
Yeah, he does.
Genos' sacrifice, and then Saitama sacrificing his own pride so that
Yeah.
other people get their recognition. Yeah. That's some quality bro stuff right there.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
What was your worst?
Worst. The Pooty Pooty prisoner scene really does not need to be there. It's kind of out of place.
Really?
Yeah,
You got to know that he's still camp.
I mean, I guess.
He's still very crazy.
Yeah, but
My
no.
worst was that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty lame. Yeah, but if without that guy, you don't get Saitama's cool like emotional sacrifice.
Well, I mean, that's true, but still, he shouldn't have to make that sacrifice.
I mean, I guess.
It's just this guy being a jerk. Who's your MVP?
Moomin Rider, obviously.
Obviously, definitely.
I mean, not only did he bring Saitama to the scene of the crime eventually, but he also like tried to sort of kind of sacrifice himself, and he did his gosh darn best. Gosh darn it!
Well, he knows how to hero, unlike
Yeah,
everybody
he
else.
does, doesn't he?
Only he and Saitama know how to hero.
Most of the heroes in Hero Society are jerks, but some of them are pure gold, and Moomin Rider is definitely one of them.
Yeah, good for him.
He is the goldiest of all the gold heroes.
Good job.
He's
Good
the
job, Moomin
gold
Rider.
standard. Good job. Even if you are unlicensed, and you should probably fix that.
It's fine.
A bicycle license is like $20, bro. Just pay it. Just pay it.
No, man, he's owned this. This is his now. Well, next time, Unparalleled Peril.
Kudos on the sort of alliteration pun in English.
It is nice.
Well, I don't think the Japanese title has anything about that. I think that's
No,
just
it's
a nice
just
little goof
it's like
for
a
the
Great
English.
Danger or something.
Yeah, it's a good goof in the English though.
I like it.
Not a grade A goof, but you know, it's up there. It's up there.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
The next time.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Mhm.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. No, you do you. Okay. Fine.
You just gonna run through
Until
catchphrases
next
real
time.
quick?
Huh? What?
You're just gonna run through all your catchphrases?
What catchphrases?
Your catchphrases. You have catchphrases.
I have catchphrases?
Yeah. You do you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
It's yours.
I
Own it,
guess.
man. Just own it.
Okay. If that's my catchphrase, sure.
Okay.
I thought it was my motto. My motto is I can't win them all. So, I mean, except Saitama, I guess. He kind of wins them all. So,
Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us to leave comments or suggest future silly topics, you can contact us on Facebook or Twitter at Aniki Podcast. Or if you'd like to know more about the show and hear past episodes, check out our website at aniki.fm. See you next time on Aniki.